diversity in living organism. In last class, we have discussed some important points about this chapter, diversity in living organisms, and we conducted an experiment to observe the variations or different characteristic features in plants. Okay, now let us discuss another important activity. Okay, what is the aim of this activity? What is the aim? Aim of this activity is to observe the external characters of plants, especially dicot plants and monocot plants. Dicot plants and monocot plants. Are you understanding? Next procedure. Observe carefully. Procedure A. First, you have to collect the different types of dicot plants and monocot. Dicot and monocot plants. Dicot plants and monocot plants. Observe. What are dicots and monocots? Already we discussed about these two. Dicot means dicot. These are one type of plant, or angiospermic plant, or plants. Listen carefully here. Plants having the seed. Plants having seeds with two cotyledons. With two cotyledons. Cotyledons are also called as seed leaves. Seed leaves. Plants having seeds with two cotyledons or seed leaves are called dicot. Are called dicot. Observe carefully. Okay, this is important one here. Plants having the seeds with two cotyledons. Here dicot seed. Dicot seeds means dichosis means seeds which have seeds which have two cotyledons. How many? Two cotyledons are called dicot seeds. Okay, like this, you have to collect these dicot plants. For example, groundnut, beans, pea plant, soybean, neem plants, tamarind. These all are the dicot. Okay, we can separate the two cotyledons from the seed. You know very well the dal. Okay, groundnut seed. We can like this break, or we can separate the two cotyledons of the seed. Okay, means these type of seeds are called dicot seeds. Here dicot plant means plants which have the dicot seed or seeds having two cotyledons are called dicot plants. Are you understanding? Yes, these are the examples. Neem plant, tamarind. The observance. Next, monocot. Observe. Monocot or monocot plant. Monocot plant. Here, plants which have seeds having the two, here one cotyledon, only One cotyledon. One cotyledon. Observe carefully. Plants which have, listen carefully here, which have seeds having the only one cotyledon are called monocot plants. Are called monocot plants. Yes. Monocot seed. Monocot seed means what are monocot seeds? What are monocot seeds? Seeds which have only one cotyledon. Are called monocot seed. Yes. Okay, observe carefully here. Monocot seed. Example. Grass, oryza, or rice. Okay. Oryza sativa. You know, oryza sativa. This is the scientific name of the paddy or rice. Next, maize or gia maize. Gia maize. Okay, like this, there are number of what? Bajra. Okay, wheat, barley, coconut, palm tree. These all are the monocot. They are all monocot. Okay, observe one. Next, What are cotyledons? Where they are located? Actually, they are located inside of the seed. You know. Now, observe seed, structure of the seed. When we observe the seed, here important one is seed coat. In seed, we can observe some important part. First part is seed coat. What? Seed coat. Next, embryo. Next, in some plant. Okay, in some plant. Actually, in some plant. Endostem is also present. What? Endostem. Seeds which have the endostem. Seeds which have the endostem. They are called endostemic seeds. They are called endospermic seeds. Observe carefully. Seeds which have the endostem are called endostemic seeds. Seeds which do not have the endostem, they are called non-endostemic seeds. You know very well that endostemic seeds, non-endostemic seeds. Here, examples for the endostemic seeds are rice. You know very well that rice, rice. Okay, next wheat. Next wheat. Next barley. Okay, these are the best examples for the endostemic seeds. Now examples for the non-endostemic seeds are beans. Next pea plant. Okay, these are the examples. Okay, there are different types of ones. Actually, leguminous family members, maximum they are the non-endostemic seeds. Okay, because they utilize the entire endostem present inside of the seed during the embryo development. During the embryo development, maximum endostem is utilized by seeds of the bean plant, pea plant, etc. That is why after complete development of the seed or after complete development of the embryo, endostem is absent in those seeds. These are the non-endostemic seeds. But endostemic seeds means they utilize some amount of endostem during the development of embryo. During the development of embryo. That is why after development of embryo and seed, some amount of the endostem remains inside of the seed. Remains inside of the seed. Those seeds are called Those seeds are called endospermic seeds. What? Endospermic seeds. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Now, these are the main important parts of the seed. Okay, either dicot seed or monocot seed. In dicot seed, only one cotyledon is present in embryo. In dicot seed, two cotyledons are present in embryo. Whereas in monocot seed, only one cotyledon is present in embryo. Okay, observe these are important parts of the seed. What? Parts of the seed. Observe one. Now, let's discuss about the first part of the seed coat. What? Seed coat. Yes. During the development of the seed, after fertilization process, integuments of the ovule. How many integuments are present actually? In most of the plants, seeds have the ovules have the two integuments, but some have the one integument, some seeds have no integument. Okay, maximum ovules have the two integuments. Here, seed coat means after fertilization process, during the development of embryo and seed, two integuments of ovule develop, listen carefully here, develop as seed coat. Are you understanding? Means seed coat is developed from the integuments of ovule. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Important word. Seed coat. When we observe the integuments of ovule, at a region, integuments are absent. Integuments surround the entire ovule, but at a small region, integuments are absent. That region is called micropyle. What? Micropyle. That micropyle is modified as a small pore of the seed coat. Okay. Yes. Here, important part it is. What is the function of the seed coat? What is the function? Protection. Protection of inner parts of the seed. This is the main function of the seed coat. Okay, here color of the seed coat varies from species to species. Maximum brown color, light brown, dark brown color is present in one maximum seed. Okay, observe carefully. This is a seed coat. Next, now second one, embryo. It is a very important part of the seed. Very important part of the seed. What is that? Embryo. You know, after fertilization process, fertilized egg cell is developed as zygote. Fertilized, observe carefully. Fertilized egg cell is developed as zygote. Then zygote is involved in number of cell division, mitotic cell division. Ultimately, zygote is developed into the embryo. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Developed into the embryo. Means embryo is developed from the zygote or fertilized egg cell or fertilized egg cell. Yes. Now observe the structure of the embryo. Observe the structure of the embryo. Here, the embryo has different parts. First one, embryonic axis. Second one, cotyledon. Second one, cotyledon. Observe carefully. Embryo has the two important parts. First one, embryonic axis. Second one, cotyledon. What is embryonic axis? It is very important part. Here, for example, imagine here embryonic axis. It has two ends. Okay, one is the upper one, another one is the lower end, like this. Okay, upper end and lower end. Observe carefully. Here, upper tip of the embryonic axis, upper tip, it is called actually plumage. It is called actually plumage. What is the use of this plumage? During the germination of the seed, shoot system means stem. Shoot system is developed from the flumen of the embryonic axis. Flumen of the embryonic axis. Next to lower end of the embryonic axis is called radicle. What? Radicle. What is the use of radicle? During the germination of the seed, from this radicle, entire root system is developed. Entire root system is developed from the lower end of the embryonic axis, that is radicle. Shoot system is developed from the upper end of the embryonic axis, that is plumage. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Next, another important one is epicotyle and hypocotyle. Epicotyle and hypocotyle. Okay, observe. Now a cotyledon. Cotyledons are attached to the embryonic axis. For example, here this is a cotyledon. Imagine. This is a cotyledon. Here observe cotyledon. Next, imagine it is a cotyledon here. Cotyledon is attached to the embryonic axis at this entire region. At this entire region, cotyledon is attached. Imagine. Now, region of the embryonic axis, entire this region, not this only, entire this region of the embryonic axis that is present above the cotyledon. Okay, listen carefully. This is the region. From this region to this region, here cotyledon attached here. This small region of the embryonic axis that is present above the attachment of the cotyledon, this region is called epicotyle. What? Epicotyle. Okay. Next, region of the embryonic axis that is present below the cotyledon. It is called hypocotyl. Hypocotyl. Yeah. So two important words. Observe one. Now, tip of the epicotyl is called flumen. Tip of the hypocotyl is called radicle. Tip of the epicotyl is called flumen. Tip of the hypocotyl is called radicle. Yes, observe one. Yeah. Now, how many cotyledons are present? In dicot seed, two cotyledons are present, one here, other one is here. In monocot, only one cotyledon is present. Okay, here in monocot, flumen and radicals, they are surrounded by a protective sheath, one type of protective sheath, coleoptile. Flumen is protected by coleoptile. Radical is protected by coleorhiza. Okay. Now observe what is the function of the cotyledon. Actually, cotyledon, listen carefully, during the embryogenesis, during the embryo development, cotyledon digest and absorb the food material present in endosperm and store them inside of the cells of cotyledon. Then they become large and swollen pod or fleshy pod. Means cotyledons have the food material, ready-made food material. During the germination of the seed, plumule has to be developed. Listen carefully. Has to be developed as two systems. Radicle has to be developed as the root system. How can they develop? How can they grow? How can they divide? To develop, to grow, they need energy. They need energy. To get the energy, they require the food material. They require the food material. How can they get the food material? They cannot perform photosynthesis. How can they get the food material to get energy? Yes, cotyledons supply the food materials to the plumule or entire this embryo. Cotyledons supply the ready-made food material to the entire this embryonic axis. Okay, this is the main function of the cotyledon. Leaves are not present here. After some time, leaves are developed from the plumule. Okay. Till leaves are produced from the plumule, cotyledons supply the ready-made food to the embryonic axis. Ready-made food to the embryonic axis. This is the function of the cotyledon. Are you understanding? Observe. Next, endosperm. Endosperm. From where or from which part or from which cell endosperm is developed? Means, embryo shock. Embryo shock. This is a part of the embryo shock is a part of the ovule. A part of the ovule. Means, this is the gynoecium of the, this is the gynoecium of the flower. This is the pistil, stigma. Here style, here ovary. Inside of the ovary, actually ovules are present like this. Like this, number of ovules based on the species, number of ovules is dependent. Inside of this ovule, these are the ovules. Inside of this ovule, a small region, a part is present. That is embryo sac. That is embryo sac. When we observe the embryo sac here, antipodals are present here, egg cell is present. These are synergies, antipodals, egg. Next here, central cell with two nuclei. Okay, observe here this region, this entire region becomes, this is a central cell. Okay, here polar nucleus. Entire this region, central cell. And other some part of the embryo sac. Is developed as the endosperm. Main one is central cell. Nucleus of the central cell. This is polar nuclei. Polar nuclei. After triple fusion, after fusion of the polar nuclei with male gamete, one of the male gamete, then this polar nuclei is developed as primary endosperm nucleus. After several mitotic divisions, primary endosperm nucleus. Okay, from the primary endosperm nucleus, number of nuclei are formed. Around the each and every nucleus, usually plasma membrane, cell walls, they are formed and number of cells are developed. This group of number of cells, this is called the endosperm. This is called the endosperm. In reproduction chapter, in sexual reproduction chapter, you can study the entire process. You can study this entire process. This is here endosperm. From the central cell or from the primary endosperm nucleus, endosperm is developed. Now, what is the function of the endosperm? What is the function of the endostem? Observe. Observe. Already we discussed. It has food material. Different types of nutrients. Sugar, amino acid, this type of food material. Means carbohydrate. Main carbohydrate. And proteins are also present. Main important one, carbohydrate. Endostem has a carbohydrate and some amount of proteins and amino acids. These are supplied to the growing embryo. These are supplied to growing embryo. Okay, means endostem is a nutritious tissue. Endostem is a nutritious tissue. Okay, this is main important function of the endostem. Important function of endostem. This is the structure of the seed. Structure of seed. Already we discussed. In some seeds, endostem is present. In some seeds, endostem is absent. Seeds which have the endostem, they are called endostemic seeds. Seeds which do not have the endostem, they are called the non-endostemic seeds. Non-endostemic seeds. Okay, observe one.